All right, so picture this. You're sitting in the theater March 1st.
March 1st, yeah.
And the lights go down, and a brand new Western unfolds on the big screen.
Ooh, sounds exciting.
Right. It's called Outlaw Posse.
Outlaw Posse.
And lucky for us, MovieKaTicket dropped an exclusive early review.
Oh, no.
Which we were going to dive into today.
Let's do it.
So, what makes this Western stand out in 2024?
Well, I think the biggest thing is Mario Van Peebles.
Yeah, he's kind of the driving force behind it, right?
Absolutely. He's directing. He wrote the screenplay, A&D. He's starring in it.
Wow, that's impressive.
And on top of that, he's assembled this incredible cast.
Yeah, you have Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Cedric the Entertainer. Edward James Olmos.
And Emmet Walsh in his final role.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I had heard that this was his last film.
It's sad, but it definitely adds a layer of...
significance.
Yeah, significance to the whole thing.
So let's get into the review itself.
Okay.
I mean, obviously we have cowboys, we have the Wild West.
Right, we're in Western territory.
But this movie seems to be about a lot more than just shootouts and saloons.
From what the review says, it sounds like Van Peebles is really trying to bridge the gap between those classic Western themes and like a modern approach to filmmaking.
I was reading about the plot, and the main character is this guy named Chief.
Played by Van Peebles.
Right, and he's coming back from exile to take back stolen gold from this villain Angel.
Ooh, classic Western storyline.
But then it also layers in those themes of loyalty and vengeance.
And survival, too, right? The review mentioned that.
Yeah, and the setting is...
Montana.
Montana, right. So, it's not just a desert like some Westerns.
No, it's interesting how the review talks about the setting as more than just a backdrop.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
They're saying how Montana's rugged beauty kind of reflects the struggles that the characters are going through.
Like their inner turmoil mirrored in the landscape.
Exactly.
I could kind of get like the Searchers vibes from that.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
Where the environment really becomes a character in itself.
Powerful imagery, right?
So the review praises Van Peebles' performance, saying he has this commanding presence.
Well, he's got a lot of experience under his belt.
And Whoopi Goldberg as Stagecoach Mary. I mean,
she's Whoopi Goldberg. She always brings her unique
charisma.
Exactly.
And you can't go wrong with Cedric the Entertainer.
For some comic relief.
Yeah, he's playing Horatio.
And like we were saying before, seeing Emmet Walsh in this.
It makes it bittersweet.
Yeah, he had such a long career, so many memorable roles.
It really does add this kind of like historical weight to the film.
Like a bridge between the old and the new.
Definitely. Now, one thing that struck me was how the review talked about the visuals.
Ooh, yeah.
It sounds like they really went all out with these sweeping frontier shots.
Capturing that epic scope.
And they mentioned a really evocative soundtrack.
Oh, that's so important for a Western.
Right. It really sets the mood.
But they did point out one potential issue.
Oh, yeah. What was that?
Pacing.
Yeah.
It seems like the middle section of the film kind of gets bogged down.
Bogged down how?
It sounds like there might be a little too much exposition.
Too much talking. Not enough action.
Well, they didn't say it was boring. They just said that the pacing fell off. Maybe too many flashbacks or something.
That could disrupt the flow.
But they were quick to point out that the action sequences were...
gripping, I think was the word they used.
Right? Really exciting stuff.
So maybe it's just a matter of finding the right balance.
Yeah, it seems like Outlaw Posse is trying to appeal to both hardcore Western fans and newcomers.
That's always a difficult thing to do.
Absolutely.
So I have to ask, do you think modern Westerns can ever really capture the magic of those classics?
That's a tough one.
I mean, we have all these amazing new tools and techniques.
Yeah. The technology has come a long way.
But there's something about those old films.
There's a certain nostalgia to them.
Right. And a simplicity, maybe?
I think what makes those classic Westerns so special is they really tapped into these universal themes.
Good versus evil.
The individual versus the wilderness.
Right. And those themes are timeless. They still resonate with us today.
Exactly. So I think modern Westerns can definitely still be great.
Yeah.
But they have to find their own way.
And not just try to imitate the past.
Right. It's about finding a new perspective on those themes.
Well, you've definitely got me thinking.
Good.
And I'm definitely adding Outlaw Posse to my list.
I am too.
I'm curious to see if Van Peebles can pull off this blend of classic and modern.
Yeah. Will it be a love letter to the genre or something totally new?
Either way, it sounds like a pretty exciting ride.
I agree.
So if you're intrigued by Outlaw Posse, we highly recommend checking out the full movie ticket review.
They go into a lot more detail.
Yeah. And who knows, maybe it'll even inspire you to revisit some of those classic Westerns.
Or discover some new favorites.
That's what we love to do here on The Deep Dive.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
And we'll see you next time.
See ya. Bye. Bye.